Really strong beard hair.
Is everybody in the camera?
Yeah, I just told Illy to scoot over by you.
Oh, okay.
Cause she was like way off. What about your nose pierce?
I want to get a pierced.
Oh, that pussy!
What is this?
Sexy.
Wait, I want to see. Oh my god, I want to see his pieces.
I was gonna ask you what are they watching and she just like
Oh my god. Okay, so strong.
Damn, girl, I'm trying to see you, baby.
Oh my god, what is this boy? What did you do?
I have an OnlyFans and I'm also a photographer, but I realized after making like one professional scene, I'm pretty good at this.
Eric, you should let me come record because I'll get angles close in on like y'all's dick and pussies, so like you can really see it.
My first professional scene was shot by my mentor, so I'm comfortable now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what?
I'm about to light up.
You know what?
Yeah, you can be my behind the scenes.
Oh my god.
Oh, record all the porn. D2D porn.
okay, but no, look, when it comes to
If
your
I need something, I can
content,
just
you're
look
supposed to be getting your content.
Yeah, just let me know when you get. Just let me know when you clock
I'm
out.
not sitting be staring there for an hour waiting on you to stop giggling to get a picture.
I don't think I could ever like do that though.
On camera is easy. The funny part about it is, it was like she was into me, so it made it
She
easy.
into you?
There's a lot of women.
Oh my god, you really be feeling bitches. You are.
I don't like that reaction.
Disrespectful.
I'm glad you caught on to it because I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, from my perspective, it's kind of like.
I'm okay. My bad if I am, if you feel like I am disrespecting you. But
No,
it's
I don't
kinda like,
It can be.
it's kinda, I'm gonna be real with you. It's kinda,
It'd be like what you need.
I'm so fucking shocked that you actually be getting females because you just seem like the type that doesn't or not be interested in.
I was gonna say, I feel like she's probably seeing it as she wouldn't necessarily like say like you're just out here just pulling like bitches,
Yeah.
more like the wholesome bitches.
Yeah, like you
I'm
feel
still
like-
gonna call them a bitch because I mean we all bitches.
We don't know her
Think
name.
about it.
Everybody.
We don't know their
I
name.
don't know her name.
I'm a bitch.
We don't know
You're
her
a
name.
bitch. You're all a
That's
bitch.
it.
Like
I'm
I
not a
don't
bitch. I'm sweating. I ain't-
You're not a bitch, so we're bitches.
like wonderful babies.
I don't mind the word bitch because I know some people be offended by it, but as long as you don't use it disrespectfully, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
So a random person we come up and call you a bitch, or you feel like that's disrespectful?
Nah, a little bit of both.
So you don't like
It
that.
depends.
It depends on the actions and what manner they're exactly coming at me with as, oh, you're a bitch. If you're coming at me disrespectfully, oh, you're a bitch, then
You ever wanted to do porn? You ever thought about doing it?
I think every man has thought about having sex
I've been
with
a
a very
If you wanted to let me
camera at
manage
least
you.
once.
I get you all the bitches to fuck.
At least once. It's one of those ego things
We don't
where
have
it's
to
like,
fuck. I'm not
yeah,
no bitches
I can
sucking
sexually
your
satisfy
toes.
a woman and do it too much.
Can they eat your ass?
No.
Do you want your ass? Who gets their ass eaten?
I don't got my.
To be fair with you, I think it takes a very effeminate male to want to be satisfied through the anus because I think it's awkward.
I'm a little
Okay,
I mean, that's your G-spot though.
I can see how it would be awkward.
If you surprise me with the shit, then by all means you surprise me. But as far as choosing,
If you know about it, you're not fucking with it.
They don't have to.
Like, if you know she's gonna do it, would you fuck with it?
Penetrate.
Or is it, if she, like you said, like if she's just out of the blue type shit, like she in the mood and she just do it?
I'll put it to you like this: no penetration, I'm good. If you're just licking or
If she
scoring,
like something
Or
else
girl.
shit, and then she like licks it like.
But you gotta be in a weird spot for that to happen.
well then what you're talking about is mutual territory. Because when I'm eating a woman's pussy, 9 times out of 10 I am gonna lick the butt. 9 times out of 10, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a lot more excited.
Okay, so when I'm eating pussy, like, I didn't lick your ass.
Uh-huh.
Oh. I mean, but you're a girl, so you know exactly how to eat pussy and shit. You gotta.
Oh,
It took me a lot of practice.
Like, damn,
Yeah,
it's the right shit.
Did you need a lot of practice?
Me.
with both of y'all and shit.
Man, honestly, I don't know. I enjoyed it, so I feel like since you enjoy shit, you like, you know, you kind of study this. I don't know. So I was listen for the reaction and shit that I asked questions too. Like, man, right here, you know, flip.
It was one of those things where I was overexposed to porn, so I already knew doing it was gonna be pleasurable for the woman. It was just more the thought of, okay, let me not think about it and just do it. And then from there, I got good at it.
Shit, my mama told me it was gonna be pussy, so that's when I started doing it.
I know I'm a sex guy.
You know you're a sex guy.
I know I
Damn. Damn.
You know, man, it's a lot of shit. A lot of people out here.
It really is. I want to try out.
Weird
Y'all,
ass
you know
shit.
that song?
I went to a sex store in Vegas and that shit was crazy.
Oh, really?
Superstore. What?
I've only been invited.
Well, okay, tell us about your Vegas trip. What all you
I
did?
really just went down there to like get a plug to tell you the truth. I went down there to get to smoke weed legally.
My one Vegas trip was for legal weed smoking, a job that I got paid $1,000 for,
Let
and
me see both
also
of y'all.
just
Keep talking about, I'm listening to
Their
you.
hands?
Yes,
Why?
CBD.
That's like you said.
No, you said WEED.
I said I went to Vegas and did that.
Yeah, I went to Vegas.
That's why I was in
It's cool in
Vegas.
Vegas. That's legal
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, that's why I went to Vegas, baby.
So I was thinking one $50 could go to Vegas.
Area 51 is like the best.
I was thinking,
dispensary.
I want us to go somewhere. So I want us to
Negative?
go.
Thank you.
What?
You said
The dispensaries out there.
Area 51. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
Planet 13.
Planet 13 is good too.
Nah, man. To me,
They may charge you for like $60 for an
I
eight,
went to
but it's
like
still great.
6 different fucking dispensaries, and all of those. Planet 13 was the biggest, but it was the weakest as far as like what they had. They just had it spread out.
So you
They wanted to actually feel like a store. I can't be mad at it for that. That's
They
marketing.
got like some amenities and shit. Like they show you where they make the THC and the gummies and shit like that. So that part's cool. You got the restaurant in there, so it's dope.
They're the first dispensary I went to that gave me free edibles just for buying over a certain amount of product.
You must have signed up for the fucking.
Nope, didn't sign up for shit.
Oh,
Yeah. I was only in Vegas for sure.
So you want the $50 to go to Vegas?
Okay, yeah. I want $50 to go to. Oh, yeah, that's a good way to pass it. So it keeps something. Okay, so one, I think our first trip is gonna be Atlanta. I feel like that'll be really good for the podcast. We can get a lot of shit out there. I feel like if we should go for like 3 or 4 days and we like book studio time or book wherever we're gonna do it at, we can get a lot of footage, even if we're in 2 rooms, to get interviews simultaneously, just to stock up on content. Plus I've never been to Atlanta. I want to try some food out there.
It's a good Mexican.
Depending on what time of the year you go, Atlanta will be forever hot. So if you plan on going there in the summer, don't
When
take
you're
anything
done, pass
I
to
like
Illy,
past it.
because it will go be smoother in the rotation.
Nah, it's just that
I know, but
he gonna take.
yeah, just pass it
Nah.
to Illy and then it can just keep going this way.
Nah.
Don't you think?
They finna rotate like that, so it's gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we always in Davis type shit.
Gotcha.
Like Adam the God, but passing the peace branch.
Speaking of, I see this Facebook post on Twitter and it had me fucking dying because this girl was like, she figured out what the Bible was saying.
Oh, about how they
A woman's vagina is the apple. Adam and Eve had sex. It wasn't she ate a fruit. And I guess everybody was thinking she ate like an actual fruit. and it was
That's
that
how
they were having sex.
they pick
The forbidden fruit.
Look, I still believing in that when they agree with a man sleeping with his 2 daughters. And that's in the book of Genesis. And when people
But I thought they raped her.
oh,
What
even
happened?
worse, like
Yeah, they like drugged them or.
with his daughters.
What book and what story?
It's in Genesis.
Is this Bible?
Nah,
Yeah, it's in the
I've read Genesis many times.
Okay, so let me see.
familiar.
Let me see,
But
yeah.
it was
Because somebody told me I did not believe
There
it.
was some daughters that like got there what happens when they daddy.
Who were the daughters that had their dad fuck them in the book of Genesis?
Like, you got this on both.
Cause that's just how I am. Lot. His name was Lot.
The story of Lot is the story against incest.
That's what you think. It's not against it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
for
if
it.
I remember, they slept with their
Now, what am
dad.
I passing this?
Don't pass this.
But yeah, it says, who are Lot's daughters? And her name is Paltith.
B-A-L-I-T.
It says, which sister slept with their father in the Bible? One evening, Lot's eldest daughter gets Lot drunk and has sex with him without his knowledge. The following night, the younger daughter does the same. They both become pregnant. The older daughter gives birth to Moab, which is the younger daughter gives birth to Ammon. That's what that says. I would actually like to see the scripture because from when I read it,
I have to read the whole story in context to see where everything ended up. It's one of those things where, like, you guys can't say fathers are willing to sacrifice their sons because the story of Abraham and Isaac. I guess we gotta read that story.
world.
and then, yeah,
That's
so
the way the world, not just so all like in riddles and shit. We gotta like if this is the way the world, we all supposed to take it the same way.
Not
We're all
even
related.
that.
You're
If
supposed to
it's
resist
the
the
way
way
of
of
the
the
world, why would we raping women?
Secular world doesn't mean you're supposed to be condoned. It just means you're supposed to fight against it.
I just think
That's some deep shit.
this is why I
I
want
just
to
don't feel the
start my own religion.
It's a demonized religion only because of
It
propaganda.
can be Paislee, her disciples.
Oh my
I don't even know.
god.
It's satanic to me anyway.
You can be my sex
Satanism
goddess.
is worship itself, not worship of the God.
You gotta come talk to me.
I'm just mama.
Rituals and shit like that.
Well, I don't really know exactly what I want to practice, but I don't believe the way society is set up, like, we should just go to school. Spend all this fucking time in school that's irrelevant. Like, I feel like school is for socializing for kids and learning social skills.
I barely like this.
School has become
And
an
to brainwash
indoctrination
us,
machine.
yes. But that's the same thing in the church. They teach you have to get married. There's 7.3 billion people. You have to just fuck one? Like, are you serious? Like, you're just supposed to be with one for the rest of your life?
What has happened is a lot of things that have been morally right have been perverted by people. Okay. Does anybody in this room know about Thomas Sowell?
No, it's fine.
Thomas Sowell is a black American economist who's basically one of the few people who I would actually trust with my intellectual stability for the simple fact he's the one and only person that I actually know who questions intellectuals in like fields where they don't need to be. Like intellectuals in politics. And I'll give the example like how he gives it. If you call a plumber, you can test how good of a plumber they are for the simple fact that their work doesn't actually pan out. You're like, yeah, this is a bad plumber. Like nobody fuck with them. Like I want my money back. All that other good stuff. However, when it comes to intellectuals, what are they selling? An idea. And if an idea goes wrong, you can't really get a refund for that because once you implement an idea, there's actions that you took, not the intellectual. So if somebody introduces you an idea like free school or college, which has been proven across the world not to be good for the economy, when you push it through a way to where it's propaganda, everybody's gonna hop onto it because they're like, yeah, that sounds like a grand ass idea. The next thing you know, thousands of people are broke because now they're paying for everybody else's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of college of education, which is free for them now. Intellectuals in government and society usually go without repercussions for the simple fact all you're doing is selling me an idea. You didn't actually force me to go do that for me. You just gave me the idea. So you can have a grand ass idea all you want. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
That just made my head hurt. I'm sorry.
About the agenda.
I was thinking so hard about it. My head started hurting. Like I was like over here like whatever. Like what about my agenda? Oh,
The agenda, not your agenda. So we got public schools.
I shake my knees in there.
The simple fact that divide and conquer is a true statement is a terrible thing.
I don't know, I don't really care too much about the world. I got shit to do.
And that's what they bank upon. Your life is too busy to pay attention to everything going on around you.
So they don't pay attention to what they want you to pay attention to.
I don't pay attention to what nobody pay
How
attention.
how they want you to pay attention.
How do you get your news?
I don't.
Okay.
$.
How do
Oh,
you
I be on YouTube.
Okay. How do you find about world events and history going on right now?
Social media.
Social media. Okay. What's your primary source of social media?
Funny videos. I don't really care about the world. We're not too much shit going on.
What platform?
There you go.
Facebook,
Oh,
Twitter, Instagram,
Etc.
OnlyFans.
I don't really get those.
Go subscribe to me. Hey.
I literally just like, if I'm on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, there's no meaningful business that I get to most things from it.
You don't even follow shit like that too.
Yeah, I don't really like, but I am here for hashtag feminism, hashtag gay rights, hashtag whatever.
You want to know what's funny? I can present you an argument that will probably make you kind of kick back to the understanding of, oh my God, I might not be a feminist. What if I told you feminism was modern witchcraft?
I don't give a fuck.
Pause on that, I don't give a fuck though. What about everybody who does give a fuck? Because I can understand wanting to live your own truth, your own way of living, all that other good stuff. But what
Y'all
about
can come in
everybody?
here.
Come on in.
Welcome. We're doing $1 podcast. Nice to meet you. Look, guys, I just want to shout out my friend for giving me these nice, sexy tights. Hug my curves correctly. He makes it for the big and curvy. I go fuck with him. Check him out.
Art shoot the best.
What about the
I'm sorry.
Because no cap, I could send you a professor's video giving this exact argument in less than 30 minutes for your own research if you want.
I don't think this is bad.
I
I
want
don't
to
think witches are bad. I don't think anything is bad. Like, I know aliens are real. I know witches are real.
Do you know the purpose of witches?
To kill men.
That's one of them. The overarching purpose of witches is to destroy healthy relationships between men and women.
Well, that's good for them.
I thought they called witches women that were victims.
It
Look, we
leads us
should
to my
have
point.
this. We should have this argument in the room so we can hear it clearly because I would love to talk about it into detail because I disagree with you,
That's cool.
and we can just have a little debate about that.
I don't really disagree. I just also don't get it. Like, it just
Well, stay tuned, guys, because we're gonna finish it up.